Good morning. Welcome back to the Belief series. My name is Erdman-Luntz and I'm in a jean shirt for a reason. I will explain in a little bit. So this is part 2 of the Belief series. If you didn't watch part 1 yet, I have the link in this post. You can go ahead and watch this one, but you might want to go back and watch the first part first. There is method to my madness in the order of these videos. We are working on helping you shift and change beliefs. And yesterday we talked about what they are and why it's important to learn about what your beliefs are and to begin changing them. And today we are going to talk about 6 ways to change your beliefs. Now, I'm hoping if you watched yesterday, so if you're here with us for the second part, I'm hoping with yesterday's video, you're able to start to fully appreciate why it's important to begin to change your beliefs. Whatever it is that you've been wanting in your life, where you would love to set a goal, where you'd love to see it change, but it just hasn't yet, this is why. Okay, we really want to work on changing our beliefs in order to step into the space that we really deserve and we really want to have. So today, I also want you to keep in mind that we have good beliefs and bad beliefs, if you will. Now, what I mean by that is good beliefs support where you want to be. They do already align with your heart and your vision for your life. You know you have good beliefs, if you will, positive beliefs. We'll call them that. You know where you have positive beliefs in your life because you have great things going on in your life. These are probably areas, I'm having a hard time talking about it, it's so exciting. These are probably areas in your life in which you take for granted. They are maybe you have a great marriage, you have a great bank account, you have a great job, your kids are great, you have a lovely home. These are things you may not even think about, and it's because it comes easy for you. You've never really had to think about it because you've had these beautiful supportive beliefs that have helped you take the actions and move toward what it is that you really wanted and attract the things into your life that you really wanted. The limiting beliefs are in the area in your life that is less than fully satisfying, where you're not living up to your full capabilities, where you're aware that you're not living up to your full capabilities. And those are the areas that we are going to work on. Now, today we're going to talk about changing beliefs. In fact, today we're going to talk about 6 ways you can change your beliefs. Now, in order to talk about that, we really need to step back and review a little bit of what we talked about yesterday and talk more about it, because I really just kind of glossed over a little bit. And that is where we can find your beliefs. You have 2 parts to your mind, 2 aspects, if you will. You have a conscious aspect to your mind and a subconscious. Subconscious part of your mind is when you aren't aware of what's going on in front of you. You know how when you realize your mind is 20 miles away or maybe just in the next room, but you're not present. When you're conscious, you're fully present. So right now, if you're listening to me, you're actually hearing me. I mean, you and I both know there's going to be moments when your mind wanders and you don't hear what I had to say. And that's when you're really glad you're watching it on the replay, because you can go back a little bit. Wait, what'd she say? I think that was good. Let me go back. We do it on Netflix, right? We go back 10 seconds or 15 seconds so that you can hear what you missed. And that's because we've slipped into our subconscious mind. Now, what is the problem with that? Well, our subconscious mind is merely pre-programming. That's all it is. So if you could just imagine, it's like a computer. All it processes is whatever has already been filed into it. Okay? So, excuse me. If you can just imagine, you just have this huge filing system of all your old stories, your old experiences, old things that people have told you about things. These beliefs can come from people you respected, social mores, your religion, your culture have been programmed in there. And there's all sorts of beliefs about what's appropriate for a woman, what's appropriate for a man, what's appropriate for a friend, what's good, what's bad, what you deserve, what you're capable of. We talked about that yesterday, right? Now, here's the thing. We're only in our conscious mind between 2 and 8% of the time. That means between 92 and 98% of the time, what's going on is all your pre-programming. Okay? That filing system that's back in the, and I always do this because it's like I always vision it in the back of my mind. My conscious mind is right here, my subconscious is back there, and it's like noise that continues all the time. When my husband and I first got married, we lived in this apartment that had a window air conditioner. Have you ever had one of those? They are so noisy. But after a while, you don't even hear them. It's just, and when you turn it off, you go, oh. But you don't even notice it after a while, but it's still there, right? That's what our beliefs are. They're constantly playing. They're constantly making noise. They're constantly affecting what you do, the actions you take, how you're feeling, how you react when you're in your subconscious mind. Okay? So now you can see why you set goals in your conscious mind, but you achieve them in the subconscious. You may set a goal to make amazing advances in your business when you're conscious. I really want to do all of blah, 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 blah. But when you're in your subconscious mind, all of your old programming of, yeah, but, and that is the hallmark of a belief. Yeah, but I'm not really good enough. Yeah, but nobody will listen to me. Yeah, but no one's going to believe me. Yeah, but I'm not good at that. Whatever it is. Now, the challenge is they're in your subconscious mind, which means you're not aware of them by definition, okay? Now, some you might start becoming aware of because you're just awake. If you're watching this, you're someone who lives with intention in their life, okay? So you've probably noticed some of them, and I'm hoping if you've listened to yesterday's that you're becoming more aware of your subconscious beliefs that are running in your mind all of the time, because I want you to take some of them to today. So we are going to go through 6 different ways that you can change your beliefs today. Tomorrow we're going to talk about a little bit more with this. I would like for you to take at least one of your beliefs through today, so I want you to think about it. I'm going to kind of inundate you with information right now. What I want you to do is come out with 3 things. Just 3. Pick 3 that you can begin to play with. Really, I recommend all of them as you go through. You're going to want to begin to play with all of them, especially for some of your beliefs that are really deep, okay? So some of your beliefs, the file is like this thick, right? It's like, I heard this message so many times and I filed so many messages away that told me I can't do that, I'm not good enough, I can't do that, I'm not good enough. And that belief has a seriously deep root system that we have to continually dig up. Sometimes it takes a while. Other beliefs, they're gonna have a super thin file and it's like, done with that one, recycle, shred. I'm out. I don't need that one anymore. Super easy. So when you get those really deep ones, you might need to apply 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different techniques in order to dig it out. Or you may also find one does the trick. So we just want lots and lots of tools in our arsenal as we begin to excavate all of our beliefs. Okay, so let's look at the first one. Number 1, fill your dream with so much excitement and love, the belief becomes obsolete. Fill your dream with so much love, the belief becomes obsolete. So, where love exists, fear cannot. Limiting beliefs are based in fear. They're seeped in fear. The more excited you can get about your dream, the more you're going to fill it with love, the more your beliefs will fall away. Okay, this is where images are very, very powerful. Okay, image boards, they work. The reason they work is images are really potent for reprogramming the brain. Okay, it actually restructures some of the circuitry in the brain when you continually look at an image, and this is a crucial part, you can't just look at the image, you have to imagine yourself there. Imagine yourself having it, doing it, visiting it, whatever it is, whatever's appropriate for that image. Now, vision boards, a lot of people like to put words across them. Words are great, that's fine, but just know it's the image that reprograms the subconscious mind. Okay, so fill yourself full of love. Now, that's one of the reasons I'm wearing my jean shirt today. So this was representative. This actually was my husband's. He gave it to me when we were dating. We've been married 20 years now. It is a very old shirt. But you know what? When I wear it, it brings me back to this amazing time in my life. I attracted so many great things during this time of my life, including my husband. And it just, when I wear it, I just feel good. It brings me right back to an amazing time in my life. And when I'm feeling that good, I can imagine even more wonderful things. I fill myself with love. Now, these images, I say put them everywhere. Now, the vision board is great. You can see mine is right up here. That's my vision board. I keep it right, I'm actually in my bedroom. It's at the end of my bed. So it's the last thing I see at night. It's the first thing I see in the morning. Great. I have images in my day planner, on my mirror in the kitchen or in the bathroom, on the refrigerator. I surround myself with images. And I have two kinds of images. I have images of things I want, like my bucket list things, and the things I want to create in my life. I also have images that represent how I want to feel. So one of the things my life coach does with me, yes, I have my own life coach, is whenever I have this feeling as I want to create, it's like, okay, I really want this. And I talk about it and I can start to really feel it. She says, what image anchors that for you? And I go out and I seek an image that anchors that feeling for me. And those images are everywhere too, because then as soon as I see it, I come right back into the feeling, that love feeling. And what it's doing is it's rewiring my brain and changing those subconscious beliefs. Okay, so number one was fill your dream with so much excitement and love, the belief becomes obsolete. All right, number two, and y'all, just so you know, these aren't in any particular order. These all have similar weights, I believe, and it's different for everyone, and you have to find the one that fits you, one or more than one that fits you. Okay, number two, I am statements, affirmations. Now, affirmations get a really bad rap, I will tell you, in the life coaching world. I totally believe in them. They work, but they have to be done well, okay? So we're going to talk about this a little bit tomorrow. Tomorrow we're taking our affirmations, our I am statements to the yoga mat, and I'm telling you, even if you don't do yoga, come. I'm going to share some really profound things that you can do that will amp up your I am statements in a really powerful way. So what is an I am statement? It is stating what you want in the first person present. I am a powerful life coach. I am independently wealthy. I am an amazing wife. I am an amazing mom. I am an amazing business person. I am a savvy business person. Whatever it is for you, whatever you want to do. I am statements. First person, you're saying it about you in the present as if you already have it, and then whatever it is that you want. Now, if you want to make it even more powerful, you start it with, I am so happy and grateful now that I am, because you're adding gratitude to it. Incredibly powerful. Now, here's the thing. It's not, I am a savvy business person and I am a great wife. That's not going to work. And I think that's what people start to do. I know that's what people start to do, and that doesn't help. It is coming from this powerful place. And if you can, you're going to look yourself in the eyes. And I say if you can because it feels awkward initially, but I encourage you, stare yourself in the eyes. I do this as I brush my teeth in the morning. In my own eyes, I am. And I have actually 3 I am statements. I am, and I do all 3 of them. And I stand really tall, and I'm firm on my feet, and my heart is open. And it's like I'm sending it out to the universe, and I'm looking in my eyes. Do you feel just looking at me? You believe me, right? You do. And here's the thing with the brain, okay? So the brain is filled, that subconscious brain is filled with all the images of what's happened so far that's gotten you where you are, right? It's got all those images going on in there. Those images are affecting your reality because they affect what you attract if you're a law of attraction buff. But if you're not, they attract, what happens is they affect what you do. You're going to sit on the couch and watch TV rather than take action, or you're going to take all this busy action that isn't actually real action because you don't believe it's possible. When you're imagining, either through your images, through number 1, or through your I am statements, when you are just firm and you're there, what you're doing is you're imagining the opposite of whatever your beliefs are. You're imagining it happening. You're imagining all these good things happening. And the thing with the brain is, it doesn't know if you're pretending or if it's real. Now, I want you to wrap your head around this. If you start to imagine yourself as this amazing leader, all these people underneath you, whether you're a manager or a network marketing leader or whatever, all these people underneath you who respect you and are working with you and for you, your brain doesn't know if you're pretending. And it starts to rewire from the failure in business to a business mogul. It starts to rewire things. And what that does is it changes what you do. Okay? So you stop sabotaging yourself and you start to see yourself as an amazing manager. Or maybe it's an amazing leader or a fitness buff. The more you imagine yourself as a fitness buff, the more your body will crave exercise and you'll want good foods and you will create the time for that to happen. Okay? So I am statements totally work. They just have to be done well. Join me tomorrow. I will talk more about it. That's actually part of your assignment too. Okay, I actually wrote an ebook on writing I am statements, so I took an excerpt out of this. If you signed up for the workbook, you are going to get this ebook at the end when I'm done. So I haven't released it to the public yet. I wrote it like 10 years ago, and it's just been sitting, and now I know why. Now's the time. So if you go to lauraerdmanluntz.com/beliefs, you can get the workbook, and you will get the I am ebook at the end when I'm done. I'm going to send out the summary with everything with that as well. Okay, number three, learn to love yourself more deeply. Okay, here's the thing. Limiting beliefs always have an underlying theme of you don't deserve this. They do. So, if you begin to take better care of yourself, love yourself up, self-care, all those goodies, you will begin to attract better things. You will begin to take actions you haven't taken. You are going to begin to rewrite what's going on in the subconscious brain, whatever the belief is. The better you take care of yourself, and I call it a feel-good practice, so the things that you do that help you feel good, that help you feel nourished, that help you feel cared for, the more you do that, the more you're going to rewrite your limiting beliefs. Now, I'm a firm believer in daily, monthly, weekly, annually. Doing a little something every day that helps you feel good, even if it's only 5 minutes. Doing something a little bigger weekly, maybe I do one afternoon a week, where I do some self-care. And it's really decadent because I work from home and my kids are at school, and usually that is like work time. But I take 2 to 3 hours, one afternoon a week to just take care of myself. Then monthly, a full day, a full retreat day. We've done this before. I'm going to take people through retreat days in the new year. I'm planning to do them monthly, so stick with me out on Facebook, facebook.com/LauraErdman-Luntz, and just where you do a day of taking care of yourself. And then annually, I recommend taking 2 or 3 days where you can get away with or without your spouse, with or without a friend, whatever it is that nourishes you, where you can just fill up completely. Okay, that is a great self-care process. I wrote an ebook on it. Now I can't remember the link. If I find the link, I will post it below. I think it's lauraerdmanluntz.com/self-care. I think, but I will find that. Okay, if you need a little bit of help around that. Okay, now number 4. We're on number 4. Stay conscious constantly. So don't let yourself go into subconscious. Now, I'm kind of tongue-in-cheek here a little bit because that's not possible unless you're God. But you can stay conscious more. Okay, so you can keep yourself from going into that subconscious state a little bit more. Now, here's a few things that you can do to help yourself with that. Okay, a remembering. When people are working with me and we're working on changing subconscious beliefs, I have them do a couple of things to help them stay conscious. First of all, a remembering. What that is, that's actually a word my daughter made up. It's for remember and memory. When she was little, she called it a remembery, which just was so sweet. Anyway, so I call them rememberies now. And all you do is you do something that jogs you into consciousness. So maybe you put your watch on your other wrist. So every time you look at your watch and you realize it's on the other wrist, it makes you conscious, and you can say, oh, what am I thinking? So you can start putting more attention on those thoughts. You can move a ring over to the other finger. I will often draw a little heart on my hand. So when I'm writing, or because, I hold my page and I write, I can see my heart and it reminds me to be aware. Okay. I will change my water bottle. I've got several water bottles and I usually use one in particular, and I will pick a different one. Little things like this help jog your memory, bring you back into consciousness. It's really powerful. Another thing you can do is change up the habits. Things that you do habitually. Drive a different way to work. Wash your dishes from the other sink. If you have two sinks, you have one that's a drying rack probably and one that's your washing sink, change that. Change the way you fill your dishwasher. Brush your teeth with your left hand. FYI, that's dangerous if you have an automatic toothbrush. We've had a couple of incidents where it just makes a mess. But change how you get ready for bed. Do it in a different order. Sleep on the other side of the bed. Do all of these things that help you remember, wait, I'm staying aware, or at least more aware. Now, the other thing you can do is be aware that you're going to move into your subconscious mind. So make sure you're filling that mind with good stuff. What happens when we go into our subconscious mind is our filters turn off. So for example, if you're listening to the news and something really negative comes on, your filters would say, filter it out and just say, you know what? No, I'm not going there. I'm not going to worry about that. That's not a fear I have. I'm okay. But if you're in your subconscious mind, your filters are off and all of those messages go right into your subconscious mind. Okay. So start paying attention to what you listen to. I did cut out news. I cut out news about 15 years ago. I don't watch the news. I was raised on news at 6:30, and 10 o'clock. Like it was on all the time. And I realized that I don't go, especially now social media, but even before social media, because I stopped news before that, I don't go 12 hours without knowing what I need to know. You don't need to be that informed, and it really affects you. Also notice what kind of music you listen to. Those lyrics, even if you're not aware of it, your subconscious mind is. Your brain is crazy amazing, and it is a sponge. Make sure you're putting good messages into that sponge. Okay? All right. Number 5, EFT and AFT. Okay, these are techniques for helping you get into that subconscious mind and begin to dislodge some of those memories that are affecting you. EFT is emotional freedom technique. I am trained in that, and I do work with people around that. AFT is aroma freedom technique, and it's using essential oils to help dislodge that. So yesterday I talked a little bit about how our DNA, how beliefs are tagged in our nervous system. And I think it's more in our energy system. Okay, it's like a little tag. And I see it kind of like a gift tag, attached, tied right on to our energy body. Okay, and they affect us. Okay, so this might be a memory you have with a coach who coached you when you were in Little League, who said, man, you are terrible. We are putting you in the way out field because you can't catch the ball to save your life. And that's tagged on there. Okay, and it might affect you. Who knows? It might affect you. That message might come up when your manager says, yeah, you haven't been the most effective leader here. And you're not even aware, but the feelings that you felt come up because you have that tag. There are essential oils that help untie that tag and release it. I'm not kidding. It's amazing. Amazing. And EFT, emotional freedom technique, is a way of tapping. It's like acupressure for emotional baggage. Okay, so it's tapping on meridians, that ends of meridians that help you release that baggage. So I'm going to end on those because that's a whole nother topic. But if it's something you're interested in exploring, contact me directly and I'll be happy to help you with those. All right, number 6. Last one I'm going to go over today is hypnosis. Now, I'm not trained in hypnosis. Most of us don't have access to people who do hypnosis. But let me say, hypnosis, the beauty of it is, because there is a way we can kind of tap into this, is it's a direct access into your subconscious mind. Now, we may not be able to do hypnosis, but another time that is similar to hypnosis is deep sleep. So if you have a loved one with whom you sleep, give them a script. And say, if you get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and come back to bed, read this script to me. It's kind of cool. You can get right in there. And I will share with you, I use this with my kiddos. Okay, both of my kiddos we had serious issues with them when they were little. And I had scripts for each of them. And I read them to them, whispered in their ears as when they were in deep sleep before I went to bed. So it's kind of a great way to begin to help implant some beautiful beliefs into our loved ones. Okay, if they're adults, make sure you have permission. Okay, just want to throw that out there. All right, so quick review, 6 ways to change your beliefs. The first one is fill your dream with so much excitement and love that beliefs become obsolete. Number 2, affirmations, I am statements. Number 3, learn to love yourself more deeply, self-care, deep self-care, profound. Stay conscious consciously, constantly. Number 5, AFT, EFT. And number 6 is hypnosis, working with that deep sleep state. Whew! All right, I'm leaving you with an assignment. Number 1, what are 3 actions you're going to take? Out of everything I shared, find 3 you are going to begin to play with. I also want you to write down what you want to explore soon and even put in your calendar. You know what? Starting January 15th, I'm going to play with whatever. February 1st, June 1st. I don't care where it is. Just put it in your calendar. Then the last thing is I want you to work on your I ams. I want you to come up with 1 I am you're going to work on tomorrow with me or in the next episode. Okay? The directions are in the workbook, but if you don't have the workbook, you are going to find an old belief. I am always late. I am disorganized. I am irritated by traffic. I am afraid of the economy. Whatever I am you want, that's your old one. You're going to cross it off, and next to it, you're going to write the opposite or tweak it till it feels right. So I am comfortably on time. I am organized. I am calm in traffic. I am in control of my finances. Whatever it is. Okay, whatever it is. Find the one that works for you. Find whatever it is you want. I am a powerful or savvy businesswoman. I am a fabulous wife. I don't care what it is, as long as it's important to you. Okay? Create that and bring it to us for tomorrow's series. It is yoga. It's very little yoga, just a little. Trust me, if you don't do any yoga, you can still come. I'm going to teach you some pretty cool stuff. If you don't have your workbook yet, go to Erdman-Luntz.com/beliefs. You're going to get a couple of great goodies out of that. And if you have questions, let me know. You can post below if you're out on Facebook. If you're seeing this later on YouTube or my blog, feel free to comment there. I will be happy to help you. I hope this helps inspire you to live your extraordinary life, because life was meant to be extraordinary. Thanks for joining me, you all, and we'll see you on the next episode.